everybody, welcome to Yoga Express. We're going to get started in 1 minute, so just grab your mat, get comfy, and start breathing. You know the drill. My name is Jen. And we are officially live. Always want to check. So we don't need any props today officially, but if you would like to have anything at your disposal, please do grab it. I always like to keep a strap and some blocks on hand, especially if I feel a little tight, if it's a little cold. I can really use those props to my advantage, bring the ground to me and bring my body parts to me if I can't reach it. So I always have them around. I might use them a little bit, depending on how super tight my hamstrings are. You've been here before, you know that mine are super tight anyway. And on chilly days, it gets a little worse. So I'm going to give everyone another minute of me saying nothing, giving you a chance to breathe and get into the frame of mind for yoga today. If you're sitting up in any way, shape, or form, I would like you to take one hand, bring it behind the back, and take the other hand up over top. So we're getting a nice stretch of the neck and the upper back. And then switch it out, other side. Come back, I'd like you to do side one again. Can you really get a good stretch? And side two again. Beautiful, and release. Let's roll over and transition to all fours. Would you like you to tuck your toes under? And we're just going to first just do a couple little scapular retraction. So up and down just of the upper back. And then I would like you to take those toes, lift up, and then go forward and back. And if you need to touch the knees down, that's totally fine. Let's do one more like that. And then drop. And now we're going to go downward dog into that hover, back and forth. So just increasing the range. So we're here, and then we're going to down dog. And then we're going to drop it down. And stretch. Let's do one more. And then come on down. Bring those feet in front. Point those toes up. All right, sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to have my hands just crossed over. I'm going to bring my elbows up. I'm going to turn, lean, come back in, other foot. So I'm leaning towards my opposite foot. this feels good, straighten out the arms and add in a little bit more range. Let's do one more each side, however you're doing it. And then come back in. Let's bring one knee in. Give it a big squeeze. I'm going to take that foot, bring it a little bit farther out. So I was here first. Now I'm just going to bring it a little farther out, and I'm just going to lean in. So by bringing this knee over to the side, it gives me a chance to bring my torso in. But I'm still sitting up nice and tall, and my toes are still pointed up towards the ceiling. And I'm going to release. I'm going to do the other side. First, I'm just going to bring that knee in, give it a squeeze. And then I'm going to bring that foot out a little bit, give my torso space, and then lean in a little bit more. And then, all right, so I'm going to release that. I'm going to go back to that first side. I'm going to give myself that little space for my torso. And this time I'm going to take this arm, bring it on the inside, push that palm out, and I'm going to do a little bit of a bind. Now, I'm not going full on, we're just starting class, I totally understand that. We're not flexible at all, more than likely. So this is going to be as far as we're going to go right now. So it's just so my arm is out, like I'm shaking your hand, palm the other way, thumb facing down, leaning in, and then doing a little wrap. This is something you could use your strap for. Although it looks weird, my back is straight, my knee is pointed relatively up. I'm not leaning in here. My foot is far enough away that it's just a nice straight line. And release that. I'm going to do the other side, same thing. So I have that space for my body to go. I'm leaning in. I'm going to take my hand, palm facing out, thumb facing down, and then wrap. So here you can see I have a flat back here. And if I'm arching, that means I need to adjust, so I don't. My toes are still pointed up. And I'm releasing. I'm bringing those feet together. I'm bringing those knees out to the side. I'm just going to rock a little side to side. Sometimes move it while it is play. It is good. Enjoy it, especially if you're sitting behind a desk or in a car or a bus or a truck all day. Enjoy the wiggle when you can. All right, bring those knees in. Bring those feet back behind us. Let's bring the right foot back and stretch out that calf. Lift that leg, bring that knee in, and bring that foot in front. So if you need to adjust yourself on your mat, feel free as always. So we're here, and we're going to lean forward. Now I'm going to take, this is my right leg, I'm going to take my right arm and put that forearm, or that tricep on that leg. I'm just going to do a little rotational twist here. I can either be here in a prayer, or it's a lot easier for me, I find, to make a fist and then put that arm on other hand on top, but whatever floats your boat, whatever is comfortable for you. And then do the exact opposite. I'm going to twist the other way and do the same thing. I'm going to come back to the center. I'm going to bring those hands up. And if I want to lean back, I can. Otherwise, I'm just here looking up. If that's too much of my balance, I can look forward. bring those arms down. And let's come and do the same thing on the other side. So I'm in my all fours position first. My leg is back. I'm stretching out the calf. I'm lifting that foot up. I'm bringing that knee in. Foot on the ground. Making any adjustments that I need to do. And I'm moving forward. Alright, so this is my left leg, so I'm going to start with my left arm. One side's going to feel weird, and then when you go to the other side and twist the other side, it's going to make more sense. This is just a way to challenge our balance. And switch to the side is a lot more comfortable for me, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to embrace the other side. Come back to the center and arms up. If that feels good, I can look up if that feels good. And then hands down. Let's bring both feet back. Let's tuck those toes under and walk those feet all the way back to meet the hands, or the hands to meet the feet, whatever works best for you. And then roll it up. Everyone has a kind of a default setting, and sometimes when I say hands to feet, I'm doing feet to hands or the other way around. So whatever works for you is totally fine. Roll the shoulders. Roll them the other way. And release. Okay, I'm going to do a little stretch here, and you do need something for balance, whether a wall, a couch, or whatever it happens to be. So I'm going to stretch out the side of my leg here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my balance spot. I'm going to take this straight leg, I'm going to kind of lean into this support. Take the other leg across, and I'm leaning in. So this leg is straight. My weight is supported a lot by this nice stretch. People calling me during my yoga class. Not cool. So I'm on the knife edge of the outer part of my foot here. And I'm leaning in and I'm feeling it on this back leg, but I'm feeling it all in here. All right, let's go on up. I'm going to turn around and do the other side, do the exact same thing so you can see it from the other way if you're not turning around yourself. And then release. Maybe that's a new stretch for you. Maybe not. If not, maybe it's a stretch you haven't done in a while. So just bring it back into rotation when you can. Okay. Feet nice and wide. Toes pointed out. We're going to do like little star squats here. All right, so our elbows are tucked in. And we're going to squat down. And we're going to come up into a big X. And then come back in. And we're going to switch. So when we go down, we're going to come up here and then come on in. Switch it out. We're doing it a little backwards. Or the correct way, depending on which way you look at it. Beautiful. Bring those toes face in. Hands on the hips. Leaning forward. And back. Next time we lean forward, we're going to drop a shoulder. So my back is still straight. I'm just here instead of here. My hand's on my thigh, but I'm not holding on for dear life. Come back. And let's come and twist the other way. Come back to the center. Slowly roll yourself up. Let's do tree today. We haven't done that in a little while. So we're going to do 3 rounds of tree today. 30 seconds. So it's a lot. So if you don't want to do 3 rounds of tree, you can do 2 rounds of tree and do something else. So always, always, always coaching and suggestion. So as a reminder, your foot can be here. It can be here, or it can be here, okay? So, and as I always say, it always depends on what you're wearing. Are you skin against skin? Are you up against slippery performance fabric? So if you can do the pose, one thing you're wearing, and you can't do another, don't worry. Okay, and your hands can be in front, here, wherever they need to be. Find a spot in the ground, stare at it once you're good to go, and make sure that we're breathing. All right? So let's pick side A. 3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1, release. All right, other side. Take a breath. Oh, lift that leg into position. And go. I'm slipping all over the place today. Two, 1. Shake it out. We have 2 more rounds per side. Doing the more rounds today because I'm hoping that maybe by the second or third I'll be able to keep my leg up. We'll see. All right, ready? Round number 2. Oops, wrong side. And begin. 3, 2, 1, release. Shake it out. Round 2, side 2. Get yourself situated. And begin. Ooh. Two, 1, release. Don't worry, I'm still counting, even though I'm here struggling. I'm still counting, so we're still going for the same time. All right, 1 more time each side. And if you're like, I'm just struggling, it's just not working for me. Here, totally fine. Here, totally fine. Or even here, totally fine. If you do a quad stretch instead, You can adjust and decide what you want to do. I'm going to try one more time each side though, because I'm not going to give up. And if I don't do it today, it's okay. I tried my best. I brought it to my edge, whatever my edge is today. All right. Lift it up and let's begin. Two, one, release. After this, we'll come back down to the ground and be a little bit more chill. All right, ready? Let's begin in 3 and 2 and 1 and go. Two, one, and release. Beautiful. Take those arms, bring them overhead, big back bend, and swan back down. Have those hands just hang. Coming up to halfway lift. Bring those arms and hands down. Bring one foot back. And let's take the other leg and bring it to pigeons. So I have, depending on which leg I have, I'm going at a 9 to 3 kind of line. It may be that way. It may be more of a 2 or a 4. It's fine. Whatever it is for you, as long as you're comfortable and it's not painful in any way, shape, or form. Stretching is one thing, pain is a different thing. So, you can either be up here, nice and tall. You can be on your forearms, nice and low. Or we can rotate and do this twist here. Whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to come back through, come back up no matter what position you were in. Tuck the back toes under and come into tabletop. All right, let's go to the other side. So let's come into a down dog and let's bring that other leg in and other leg back. Same, we're up here, nice and high. Or on our forearms, nice and low. Or we're twisting. Come back through center. Come back up. Tuck those toes under. And come to our tabletop. Let's go through a couple little waves of cat-cow. And then let's sit back. Spinal twist. And spinal twist the other way. Come through center. Let's move around those wrists. all directions. And let's move around that neck a little bit. So we're going to start here. Basically, I'm going to follow the line of my collar. Here, down and around and up. Down and around and up. 2 more just like that. And then come up, turn one. Through center the other way. Come through center and get yourself prepped for your Shavasana. I'm going to stick my socks back on. Took them off because I thought it would help me with tree. Today is also my tree day. And I was so excited about it, but that's okay. Sometimes you go into life and you're thinking something and it doesn't happen, but you know what? You tried, and it's okay. Getting to deep philosophy over failed tree. So I'm gonna lay down on my back, and first I'm gonna have my knees in together, hands on my belly. And just take 3 deep breaths here. And then bring those feet in. Grab one foot, lift it on up. Little stretch. And then I'm going to grab above or my knee, straighten out that leg to the best of my ability, and do a little hamstring stretch. And release. And let's do the other side. Lift that foot up first. And then let's grab above or below that knee. Hamstring stretch. And then release. Straighten out those legs. And get into the Shavasana position of your choice. Remembering that the traditional Shavasana pose may not be the pose for you. You could pick another one. As long as you're really letting go, relaxing, and bookending your practice with some quiet time. Wiggle those fingers and toes, and if you want to stay here, please by all means do so. Bend those knees, and I want you to roll onto one side and just curl in like a little ball. Give yourself a big hug. And use that top arm to push yourself up to seated. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you've had a wonderful day so far. And I hope you continue to have a wonderful day. And if it has been kind of a crummy day, I hope it gets better for you. Have a wonderful afternoon or evening. And I will see you later. Bye.